Assalamu alaikum. It's a very emotional occasion. Seeing through the journey that Bangladesh has gone through. The people who are just presented, they are the heroes of Bangladesh. Let's give another big applause for them. Another standing ovation for our new citizen, Kyu Hak Sang. Wonderful. His dedication, his commitment. Thank you. Please have your seat. Just doesn't have any boundary. He loves Bangladesh. He worked for Bangladesh. He loves the nature of Bangladesh. I wish you could visit his factory. And he brought so many delegations this time to come to show his new land of citizenship. Can the members of the Korean delegation please stand up so that we can give you applause? Yes, indeed. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wonderful. Yeah. Fantastic. This is your home too. We'll make this home beautiful home. Seeing them today, it's a journey that we have made the last 50 plus years. I was just remembering when we became an independent country in 1971. The celebration that we went through and commitment we made for building a new nation. Despite sacrifices of lives for achieving that independence, we rejoiced. We are free. That was 1971. Then came 1974. Today we are talking about 180 million people. In 1971, we were just about 1/3 of that size in population. Still the same country. 74 is a year that we cannot forget. Sorry. Sorry, my words. I cannot bring my word. People died of hunger. A famine throughout the country. One and a half million people died. So So that was the country we started with. We used to grow one crop. We didn't know any other way. Our population was known as farmers because they have no other profession. And of them, three-fourths of the population were landless farmers. They had no land. They used to lease in a tiny bit of land from the people who had little bit of land to make a living by one crop. If you heard the word dirt poor, that was Bangladesh. Very difficult life. So if you take that journey from 1974 to 2025, it's an amazing journey. Here we're talking about all these big industries and so on, and inviting you for so many countries to set up more industries. We're talking about the big market, talking about the big, intelligent young population. That's Bangladesh. Came a long way in a very short time. In that famine-ridden country, one little initiative came just to relieve the burden of watching what's going on. To help people to lend money, tiny little money, $2, $3, so that they can start a business, focusing particularly, specifically on women. They are the most destitute of all. That became known as microcredit. We created a bank called Grameen Bank. Had no idea what this finally will turn out to be. But it turned out to be a global name. Because no matter which country you are, you have little Bangladesh of 1974 inside of you. You don't recognize it. You hide it by giving public money to them. So I always raise the voice. Giving public money to poor people is no solution at all. Solution is creating the structure, framework, will unleash the energy of the people. And microcredit was just a small effort of that. Then a crazy idea came over. When government wanted to issue license for telephone, we had nothing to do with telephone. We didn't have any telephone in the country. Few telephone in the cities. Most of them don't work. So we talked, why don't we apply for a license for telephone company? A crazy idea. Government asked, what do you do with the telephone company? What business you got to do? I said, we'll give it to poor women. They laughed at us. To make a long story short, we got the license. Called it Grameen phone, because we had the Grameen Bank, Grameen phone. Nobody wants to partner with us because we have no knowledge, nothing. Because if Bangladesh is no place for mobile phone, there's no market for mobile phone. Who wants to be partner? So we knock at every door, international doors. Nobody wants to partner. Finally, someone I personally knew in Norway, who happens to be chairman of Telenor. I explained to him, can you help me? I explained why we want to do this and why we want to bring the phone to the women. He took it seriously. But the company board doesn't agree with him. They said, what, Bangladesh? We never heard a name called Bangladesh. So it's a big effort for him. The more board rejects, he comes back again, explain again. Finally, he got it through. The company assessment was, at the peak of this company, you will have 200,000 users of the mobile phone in the whole country, 200,000. And you cannot make a living on this with this kind of clientele. He told me, I said, are you crazy? It will be at least 10 times more than that. That's the way I could figure. It became the largest telephone company in the country. And women were the recipient of those telephone handsets. To turn them into what we call telephone ladies, sell the telephone service of the company. Men cannot apply, men cannot get the phone. Only poor women of Grameen Bank, not all women, only poor women of Grameen Bank can get a phone. Totally illiterate, has nothing to do, doesn't even know what a phone is. We train them. They started selling the service, saying, if you want to make a phone call to your son in the Middle East, in the meantime, Middle East saga began. So people wanted to talk. It became a roaring business. Soon, 100,000 women selling telephone service all over Bangladesh. It became so popular, everybody wanted to have a phone. Changed the whole company. At that time, there are other companies coming up around the world. They were focusing on their cities. The newspapers were covering us, not them. It became well known. So they started copying. For the first time, the idea came, phone have some use in the villages. They had no idea at all that telephone has any meaning in the villages. They're always concentrated on the cities. Telephone industry globally changed. I'm narrating this story a little bit because Bangladesh is a country with crazy ideas to change the world, make things happen. Everyone you saw on the stage receiving the award has a very powerful, crazy ideas and made them happen. So we invite you to join that crowd. Not only change Bangladesh by your business, change the world. I keep reminding people, Yes, you want to make profit? Go ahead, make profit. Maximize as much as you can. But we can add a little piece into it. Social purpose. You don't have to get disrupted by that. It's something that you can do, you have fun. Like many of you do already. So if you want to make a business with a purpose, along with the business that we do, Bangladesh is the place. You will not know what your business will be like. Why the whole world is following you. Why suddenly you look back, how did it happen? Bangladesh makes it happen. Always people explain how happy you got, you make money, we show the bottom line, fantastic thing. I try to add a little bit to that by saying making money is happiness, definitely, of course. But making other people happy is a super happiness. If you have business in Bangladesh, you will have both happiness and super happiness. That you get extra with no cost. You'll be proud of what you have done. Like the people who stood here felt that. Super happy. Did something which impacted in people's lives massively. With a country of famine, we're now talking about global entry to the businesses and everything. And at the same time, I'm just pointing out, which has been pointed out already, we don't look at Bangladesh alone. It is only one piece of the economy. We see the whole region, very powerful region, lots of resources. We work together, facilitate each other. It's not the business to grab everything out of you. It's a competition. You grab things. We twist a little bit. You earn money, but earning money together, changing the life of the people together, is a fun, is something that immeasurable. And each of your company can enjoy that super happiness by expanding and reaching out. Reaching out, the impact that you make, you never explored. Just a little opening does the magic. Changes the world. They said business is the most powerful mechanism by which you can change the world. But we are trained to focus on some so narrow thing, we miss out the world. We can try opening a little bit. And I emphasize by saying, let's create a new civilization where you're wide, we're open, we embrace the world. I underscore by saying we can create a world of 3 zeros. It can be done with the businesses, not by the government. Government cannot achieve that. That's not the function of the government. It's the function of individuals, human beings. We are human beings. We can change the world. And business gives us a big, powerful tool in our hand. And the new civilization, I say, should be a civilization where there will be no carbon emission. We can do that. That's where the business innovation comes. All we have to do is just pay attention to that side. No carbon emission. It's a self-destructive system if you allow carbon emission to continue. No wealth concentration. It's fun to make money, but wealth concentration is the most dangerous thing to a human being. It will destroy the whole world. And zero unemployment. The young people get excited about it. Because all of you are entrepreneurs, not job seekers. Think like an entrepreneur. Make things happen. And Bangladesh is a place to see that. How suddenly we are known as farmers. We're a country of farmers, landless farmers. We didn't have any land, much land, little. Only in the 70s, early 60s maybe, 60s, some crazy young guys from the universities dared to enter into something which is happening in the country because of business interest of other countries, garment industry. They said, why not us? That was the beginning of the garment industry in Bangladesh, those crazy young guys. All the first generation, some of them are already here, came out of that generation. And now moving into the second generation, you heard Naseem, the second generation entrepreneur. That's our history. In 2 generations, second generation is just the beginning. It's still the first generation going on. Topon is here too, I saw him. Where are you? Second generation, I'm sure. So that's the journey of generations. Now, what is the third generation coming up? Are we prepared for that? That's a challenge to all of us. And we talk about second generation, we have to talk third generation a little bigger. Boys and girls. Somehow, in entrepreneurship in the past, women left out. We have some, but very few. But women are as creative, as entrepreneurial as anybody else. Together, those young generation will change the world. They have the technology, they have the creativity, innovativeness, and problem-solving ideas. We don't have to look at the problem the same old way that we did 50 years back, waiting for the government to do something. We people can do that. That's a chance. So today it makes me very happy that we can gather together, and talk about creating that world. It's not just business in a limited idea, which is good, but you can have another space remains unutilized. Let's use this too. And Bangladesh, the business in Bangladesh is not only for Bangladesh, that's the point. It could be for the whole world. Who ever thought that microcredit, which started in a tiny little village, now would be a prime business in the United States, Grameen America? Millions of women take money from Grameen America. Loan size, in the American terms, less than $1,000. Imagine. Needing less than $1,000 in the United States. Such a hassle, such an impossible thing. They get so grateful that somebody gives them. Usually $500, $600. Now the whole Grameen America became annually about $2 billion a year. In the next 4 years, it will be $5 billion a year. It's growing very fast. So little things. In that sense, Bangladesh ground is very fertile. You put a little bit of seed, it becomes global. I wish I could tell all the stories that happen in Bangladesh, but I get very tempted, but they're all here. Talk to them, find out. And we welcome you to join us with that mission, creating a new world for the whole world. Thank you very much.